Now, ladies, I want to ask a question on your behalf. It said that men cannot hear you. The first time you tell them something, you have to keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. Why is that so?
Yeah?
Why is that so? That a man cannot hear you once. You have to repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. For example, I come and say, the tap is leaking. We need it fixed. I know that one happened for us recently. But then a week goes, another week goes. In fact, you even said you're calling a fundi and things like that. Or even yourself, you're going to fix it and stuff like that. But why does it seem like things, it's not being done? Let me not say you're not doing it. It's not being done.
But would you say that, maybe, these are a way I would answer.
Okay.
We've been married 15 years now. In 15 years, we've seen this again and again. It seems to be a consistent thing. But in 15 years, we have also learned, I have learned, because marriage is where it's a place where you learn. You have to learn intentionally. So it's not that we don't hear. Actually, we hear. But sometimes it comes out as if it's the same old thing I've just been told. You know, it's the same comment. I mean, it's like I'm being placed in at a particular point it starts becoming like you're not listening until at a point you stop caring. You're like, okay.
The tune of that music becomes too familiar to the ear.
Yeah. So again, it goes back to the issue of communication.
Yeah.
But also, it is very clear for men, generally, we are not the best with communication, naturally as a man. Our communications basically, even as men, when we talk, you can see the things we talk around, things around football. Our communications is around other things, not emotional or the real issue. You know, so if I'm sorting out as my fellow brother, we are watching a football game, we are actually sorting each other out. And most of the times you see we sit next to each other, we are we are not lovey-dovey, we are not touching each other, we're just next to each other. We are communicating at the same time, you see. So I think it's the way that we communicate to our wives and the way they communicate to us. The wives are communicating with a real intention. Let me hear you. Let me hear your heart. But for the man, it's those are just words to a certain extent. So we have to relearn again how men communicate. Men don't generally communicate with something that is deep in their hearts. Again, it comes from a cultural perspective. We were not always expected to be like this.
Even to express yourself.
Yes, and remember, some of these cultural areas have disappeared, where your uncle would call you and talk to you on certain things that you're not doing right. That area has gone. We live in a newer society in which the old kinship systems, they are not really as strong as they used to be. So now we have my fellow boys, they are the ones, we are at the same level with my fellow boys. Yeah. So we are dealing with the same issue. So the same gripes we have when we are talking, we're just griping around. We are not adding value to each other. More like generating heat than light.